Pressure bust pipes. But the good thing about that is you ain't no pipe. You a human. Today I want to talk about detail and how small details can be so important and can make a major difference in anything you do as far as creativity. Think about it for a second. You don't go to a shoe store and just buy any shoe. You don't go to the shoe store again and buy the same shoe. Why? Because you're looking at the level of detail. You paying attention to detail. And your mood can decide the type of detail you're looking for. Another example, colors. Rainy day, gray. Shiny day, blue, orange. Those colors, they tell a different story, but it's all about the level of detail. The small things gonna always matter. Always. Even when setting your lighting up when you on set, all of that matters. You change your mood just by moving your light to the side, left or right, a foot or two. You can switch the entire mood of your scene. Paying attention to detail is critical. It's one of the things that people do without even knowing they do it. It's one of the reasons why people got favorite TV shows, favorite movies, favorite actors, favorite actresses, favorite colors, level of detail. They pay attention to it without even knowing. It's like a sixth sense. What I want y'all creators to do is the next time y'all do go out, whether you're doing photography, whether you're doing video, cinema photography, it doesn't matter. The next time you go out, pay attention to the level of detail and watch how much your projects increase. Who knows? Maybe one of y'all can take it to the next level. And y'all could be thanking me about it later. Take this for example. Shooting an action film, say you got a stabilizer and you filming a whole fight scene going on. And the fight scene looks great, of course. The actors did everything right. But for some reason, something looks off. And it's probably the fact that he's filming a whole rough fight scene on a stabilized camera. You don't shoot anything that has a lot of motion with something that's trying to take away the motion. It just don't make sense. But a lot of people would do that, and maybe later on down the road, you tend to figure out like, hey, that's not the way to go. So think about it. Action-packed film, you want to really shoot pretty much handheld. Not to the point where the camera is too light and you can't take a step without really super shaking the camera all crazy. But to the point where if somebody's moving and you're walking, the camera sways. You take a look at any movie, any film that you really watch now, and you see walking shots and stuff like that, the camera is normally not really stabilized to the fullest extent. It's normally swaying slightly, and that's just normal for the eye. And another thing, another level of detail, 24, 29 to 30 frames a second is probably what you want to go for when you're shooting a film, because the human eye, that's what they're used to. That's the frame rate they're used to. If you want to shoot slow-mo, then you want to go up higher than that. You want to go to 60 frames a second, 120, 180, 260, 240. It can go on, and the higher you go with your frame rate, the slower you can slow that shot down to get some butter smooth slow motion. But it's all about the level of detail. And it's all about doing things when its time is right and it calls for it. You got to execute with excellence. And don't just rush through everything. Take your time. If you can't get the whole thing done today, come back and finish it tomorrow. It's all about the level of detail. I can't stress that enough.